Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I cannot believe that Christmas is over. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday if you do celebrate. I just celebrated my 1-year wedding anniversary and it's just so crazy how fast everything has gone, and I'm so excited for 2024 now. So I wanted to share 24 books on my physical TBR that I do want to read in 2024, and I thought it would be a great way to kind of like document this and then do a recap at the end of the year to see if I successfully read these 24 books that I'm about to share. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started because I can talk all day. It's early in the morning, so I have my cute mug of coffee here, so don't mind me. I have a lot more romance books than fantasy, so I guess we could just start off with the romance books. The first few books that I'm about to share are books that have been on my TBR for a while, which would be the end of 2022 when I started collecting these books. These I think are mainly standalones, so we're going to go ahead and talk about Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. I'm looking forward to reading this in February because it's giving Valentine's Day vibes, and I don't think it takes place on Valentine's Day, but for some reason I feel like I have to read it in February, so I'm going to wait. And then we have People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. This is the only book by her, or popular book by her, that I have left to read, and of course I'm going to read this in the summertime. This one is about two best friends, 10 summer trips, one last chance to fall in love, and honestly I don't really know too much about it. This is a chunker, but I think I'm going to enjoy this one as well. Then speaking of a chunker of a book, I have By a Thread by Lucy Score, and you guys look at this book. It's a romance book, but tell me why there are over 500 pages. This was like one of the books that I wanted to read in 2023, but I just never got around to because I'm so intimidated by a thick romance book. I just can't do it, or just by any book in general. But this one is a workplace romance, and I love that trope. It has to do with fashion. That got me already, so I cannot wait to get to this one. And I've heard some amazing things about this book. It says a grumpy boss romantic comedy. I have not read a book by Lucy Score yet. Her other books are just so intimidating and I'm just so nervous, but I've heard some great things about this one, so for sure I'm going to get to that one in 2024. Now I think they're all part of a series, so this is the Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. This one sounds very interesting, and from the cover you wouldn't think that, I mean they're kissing, but you wouldn't think that it's very steamy, and apparently it's very steamy. This is about Stella. She doesn't really have experience in the dating department for a 30-year-old, and apparently she also has Asperger's, so she hires a male escort. I'm excited to see what this is all about, and it's just been on my TBR for a while, so I need to read it. This is another, I guess, standalone book. It is Ali Hazelwood's newest release, and this is called Checkmate. I still need to get to this one. I know I really wanted to read this one before 2023 ended, but I just don't think I have the time. It's basically about about chess players, and they're like rivals. The main female character, I think she stopped playing chess, but now she's back in it because she wants to win to help her family out. I love the rivals to lovers trope, and I think the cover is super cute, so that always gets me. Next up, I have The Long Game by Elena Armas. I think this takes place in the summer. I'm not too sure, but I just know that it's about soccer, and the main female character, Adeline, she goes back to this small town. She has to help this local soccer team. She bumps into a retired professional goalkeeper, and so it's basically about their romance. I have enjoyed her other books, so I cannot wait to get to this one, and I know that her books usually are like a slow burn, and I'm not mad about them, so I'm very excited about this one. I have another recent release, and that would be Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. A lot of people have been loving this book, so I cannot wait to get to this one. It has to do with like interior designing. And then I also want to start the Brutal Birthright series in 2024, so I have Brutal Prince here by Sophie Lark, and this is the first book in the series. This is a mafia romance, kind of like enemies to lovers, or they're rivals. It sounds really good, and this one is not too thick at all, so like I feel like it's going to be an easy read. The cover doesn't really give anything away, but it's supposed to be sort of like dark, but I heard that it's not too bad. Let me know what you think about the series if you guys have started it. The next book I have is The Wedding Menu by Leticia Lorini, and this is part of the desserts series. I forgot what it's called, but I don't think I'm going to read the other one. Maybe actually, but I think they're standalones. And this one says The Wedding Menu is a steamy dual timeline laugh out loud rom-com about weddings, secrets, and French delicacies. It features two friends who should be rivals but keep choosing each other against all odds. And that sounds so cute. I love the wedding themed books, and I just think that it gives like romantic kind of vibes, and I'm a sucker for that. And just the cover is so beautiful, and it is an indie author as well, so I cannot wait to read her book and then see if I want to get to the other book. The next book is another one that I've heard amazing things about, and this is You with the View by Jessica Joyce. I don't know what I'm missing out by not reading this book yet, but I will for sure get to it in 2024. I think that the second book is also coming out. This one is about two former high school enemies that will reunite on a road trip to get their, I think, grandparents together. I cannot wait to read it. Check it out if you guys haven't already. And then I have Wildfire by Hannah Grace. This is the second book in the Maple Hills series, and it is a sports romance, but I don't think this one is really about the sport. They're going to be camp counselors, and they have like a one-night stand. Gives me like fall vibes, but actually it takes place in the summer, so I think this will be another great like spring summer book to read. I know that the third book is coming out in 2024, so I have to read this one so I can get to that one. Another series that I really want to get to would be the Kane Brothers by Megan Quinn. This is called A Not So Meet Cute, and I've heard some amazing things about her books, but I just think people prefer some over the others, and I just don't know which ones to get to. This one sounds very interesting because basically it's about this female character. She is just strolling through this wealthy neighborhood, and she wants to find someone to marry her. She literally bumps into this billionaire, and that's like their little meet cute story. Also, I think there's fake dating as well. I have no idea, but I just love that billionaire trope, and I liked the story, so I cannot wait. And look at this stunning cover. This is the new cover by Bloom, and I cannot wait to get the rest of the series. Then I have The Gram Defect by Elle Kennedy, and I've heard some amazing things about this as well. So this is a sports romance. It is basically about Garrett and Hannah's daughter from The Deal. My goal is to finish the off-campus series either this month or in January, and then I want to start this book. I won't read the back until I finish reading the other series. Then I have A Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. This is a basketball romance. It says she kissed the prince and now he turned into a fraud. Now her fairy tale is upside down. Iris met Austin in a sports bar during her last semester of college, but Iris belongs to another man, basketball's golden boy and August's longtime rival. I want to read more basketball books, and I feel like I don't see a lot of them, so I cannot wait to read this book by Kennedy Ryan and just get into the series. I'm a little nervous, but I'm also very intrigued and excited as well. Now this is, I think, an indie author. I have never heard of this book or anyone talking about it. So this one is Betting on the Boy Next Door by Melanie Jacobson. It says, make one stupid bet and suddenly you're fake dating your hot new neighbor. There's going to be some fake dating in there as well. Then I'm a little nervous to start this one because I've just heard some amazing things about the series, but also some, I don't know much about the series, but I'm just a little nervous. And this is Finding 13 by Chloe Walsh. So it is part of the Boys of Tommen series. I just know that it's more of a college sports romance, and he plays rugby. I've never read a book like that, so I am very interested. He is going to fix this damaged person, and I just hope that it's written well. Moving on to some fantasy romance books. Having a little bit of romance in there makes it better for me. The first book, or the only book that I have DNF'd that I want to get back to, would be The Hurricane Wars by Thea Guanzin. I did try to read this one, I think in October or November. I just need to be in the right headspace to have the patience to get into the world building and just to comprehend everything. I just know that it was very slow and hard for me to get into, but I am not giving up on this book. So hopefully you guys hear me talk about it in 2024. Then I have Never by Jessa Hastings. I am excited to read this one, but a little less excited now just because of the mixed reviews that I've been hearing. Regardless, this is one of my most anticipated reads in 2023, and I just cannot wait to give this one a chance. I'll let you guys know, but I do want to read this book in 2024. Then I have Heart of the Raven Prince. This is part of the Entangled with Fae, but it is a Cinderella retelling. And if you guys don't know me, I love Cinderella anything. It says, a playboy prince in want of a decoy bride, a servant girl desperate for a disguise. Winter is the perfect time to read this. I literally want to read all of these books in January, but I cannot. So I'll get to this one eventually. But the next book I have is Heavenly Bodies by Imani Real. I am excited because this one has to do with like constellations, and I just love stars and stuff and zodiac signs. So I think this one is just like a fantasy version, but it just sounds really cool. I'm excited for this one because it is A Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas, and I am currently reading the XIII series. If you guys want to know some series that I want to finish in 2024, I will link it above. I didn't want to repeat those books in here, so this is the first book in the Throne of Glass series, and I really want to get to this book eventually after I finish reading XIII. I'm hoping to at least start Throne of Glass, and I don't want to know anything about the series, so I'm very excited. I had to put this one on there because I own literally the entire series. The next book, I've seen nothing but amazing reviews on Bookstagram, and it's like all over my feed, so I cannot wait to start Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. So this deals with dragons and a runaway princess. She's a princess with a link to 5 dragons, so that's very fun. I love Fourth Wing because of the dragons in there as well, so I cannot wait to read another book with dragons. Then I have Daughter of the Pirate King by Tricia Levenseller. I'm sorry if I butchered these names, but it is a YA fantasy series. I've never seen anyone talk about the series until I found out about this book. Now I've seen a lot of people talk about it and how they really enjoyed the series. I've never read anything about a pirate and, you know, just like mermaids or anything like that. So the main female character is sent on a mission to retrieve an ancient hidden map. She allows her enemies to basically capture her so that she can find the map. She didn't expect to fall for the captor. I cannot believe that this is the last book that I have to share. That would be Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. This is just so beautiful. I just can't get over this. So I'm so happy to have this. So basically, I have never been really interested, or I didn't know much about this book. I just know that a lot of people talk about it and they love the series. But after reading Powerless by Lauren Roberts, I was on a mission to find something similar to that book because I loved it so much. There's like a thief and she's like going to this kingdom and stuff like that. So this one is basically similar. When outlaw leader meets reformed thief, a cat and mouse game of false moves ensues, bringing them intimately together in a battle that may cost them their lives and their hearts. So I'm very excited because it sounds really fun. Those were the 24 books that I want to read in 2024. I'm feeling pretty confident about these books and that I'll get to them. Let me know if there are any books on this list that you want to read or finish in 2024 as well. And if you have any recommendations, you know, anything, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I would love to read your comments and hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I just can never say that enough. You guys mean so much to me. That's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!